Really? What is going on here?
I guess he'll be teaching today. He's got a big nose like my dad had. My dad had a huge big nose. It's the Basque. I look at a lot of people from Basque country. Like, oh my gosh, Dad, you look like them.
Eric didn't set this on mute, so everybody should mute. Okay.
I did. I started.
Good morning, everybody. Eric Lofholm here. Great to be with you guys here this morning. Happy Monday. Yeah, my lighting is a little bit funky here. That's all good. Let's see if that's a little bit better there. Maybe that's, let me try this here. There we go. We'll make that work. Type into the chat. Today is going to be a great day. If you're right-handed, take your right hand. If you're left-handed, take your left hand. Pat yourself on the back. Tell yourself, great job for being here this morning. I'm going to bring in our friends over on Facebook. They're wondering, where the heck are we this morning? So I was having a little bit of internet challenges this morning, but it is great to be with you guys here this morning on this beautiful Monday morning. And we're going to continue on our book study today. And we have been working on Think and Grow Rich. We've been working on the laws of success for all of December. And I hope you've been having a great time learning from that. I've been having a wonderful time teaching it. So let me bring my notes up here. And this week, we're going to be doing some review of what we covered so far. And I made this announcement before, but I'm going to make it again, is that we have a very special call tomorrow. And it is the last known living protege of Napoleon Hill is going to be my special guest tomorrow. And he has asked for more than 15 minutes. So tomorrow we may go as long as an hour. If you need to leave early, no problem. The call will be recorded and you can access the recording. So just know tomorrow we have a special guest and it's going to be awesome. And he is the last known living protege. So he personally knew Napoleon Hill and was mentored by Napoleon Hill. So today's Monday. And Monday means clean slate Monday. So if you had a challenging week last week, you can just let it go. If Christmas did not go the way that you wanted it to, you can just let it go. If you woke up this morning on the wrong side of the bed, if you had a nightmare last night and you didn't wake up feeling fantastic, you can just let it go. We're at the very beginning of the week. This could be the greatest week of your entire life. This is actually a very special week because on whatever day it is I think it's Saturday is New Year's Day. So talk about clean slate. We get the ultimate clean slate on January 1st. And as we lead up to January 1st, as you go through this week, you can be thinking about what is going to be different for me in 2022. How is it that I'm going to step up in 2022? And to support you, this Thursday, I'm doing a goal setting day. So we'll be on Zoom, just like what we're on right now. It'll be a full day. I think it's like 9 to 3. I have to double check the time, but you can find all that information at ericlofholmcalendar.com. ericlofholmcalendar.com. This Thursday, I'm going to be facilitating a goal setting day. So here are 17 principles that we covered. And one way to activate any of these principles is with a question. So one of the all-time great personal development ideas is your brain will answer virtually any question you ask it. Your brain will answer virtually any question you ask it. So if we go to definiteness of purpose, and you can ask your brain questions like, what is my definiteness of purpose? Or how could I become even more intentional with my definiteness of purpose? Or how can I apply definiteness of purpose to my health? Principle number 15. Having a long-term vision for your health. How can I apply how can I create a definiteness of purpose for my wealth building? Principle number 16. So Hill teaches us the principles, and I gave you my interpretation of his ideas. And then you want to look at it and say, how does this apply to me? How can I take this idea that Hill's teaching and apply it to me. Now, one of the great things about Hill is he documented his ideas in his books, his audios, and his videos. So let me see if I can pull up dailymotivationalcall.com. This is the website where we put all the recordings up for this class. It's at dailymotivationalcall.com. This is the page here. And if you scroll down, this is December 24th class. It's just going kind of slow because I'm on Zoom with you guys and it's trying to pull it up. There we go. Okay, there's Cosmic Habit Force. There's budgeting time and money. So when you go here, if you choose to study this content, you want to go deeper with it, and you hit bonus video, that's where the Napoleon Hill videos are going to show up. Then it's got the class notes. So you could go and look up any one of these principles. Let's say you determine you want to get better at teamwork. So you click on here, bonus video, and up is going to pop a training from Napoleon Hill. And you can study this particular piece of content. And then you go back to the one that you learned from me here. This one's about 15 minutes long. And you study this piece of content. And then you ask yourself, what does this have to do with me? How can I apply teamwork in my life? And if you go back and look at these 17 principles, and we've covered it all month long, and you've gotten it at whatever level you've gotten it. But what's beautiful, the way this is all laid out, is each day I did one lesson. And most of these lessons had a supporting video from Napoleon Hill. So you don't necessarily need to go back and do the entire course again. But let's say you're watching this right now and you're like, you know what? I have not had the best attitude. I haven't been the most positive. So you go back, you find module number 7, and you listen to it multiple times. And you consume content with repetition. That's a golden nugget. You consume content with repetition. And you look at having a positive mental attitude as a muscle that you can develop, like lifting weights. And the way that we develop the muscle of having a positive mental attitude is we work on that muscle. And you can forget about everything else on here, right? What this is, what Hill did for us, is he created a blueprint for success. Now, this is not the only blueprint, right? Tony Robbins has his ideas and Les Brown has his, and I've got mine, and Brian Tracy has his, and you can learn from all kinds of people. But this is tried and true. These ideas here are just good, sound personal development ideas. So when we get to Friday, that's the last day of these classes. This week's going to be a review. I'll give you instructions on how you can request a certificate of completion. If you have gone through all, it ends up, it's going to be 23 lessons. If you do all 23 lessons, you let me know and I'll give you a certificate of completion. If you missed any of the lessons, you can go find them at dailymotivationalcall.com. Now, let me show you a little productivity hack here. If you go to dailymotivationalcall.com over here, and you scroll up to the top, if you go number 5, listen on Podbean, if you click that number 5 on dailymotivationalcall.com, these are all the lessons, guys, in audio. So you can just put the earbuds in and listen. All right. If you're an iTunes person, you go to dailymotivationalcall.com, number 6, listen on iTunes, search for sales tips for smart people. That's actually the name of this podcast. So if you type in sales tips for smart people, if you type that on Google, and there it is, the number 2, sales tips for smart people, Eric Lofholm, Apple Podcast. So some of you have iTunes. iTunes will automatically download Every day that I do the daily call, it'll automatically put it right on your phone. So when you're driving around your car, if you missed the live call, you just pop it in, you hear that 15-minute message. So these are some different ways that you can consume the content. It's not just a live Zoom that we do. It's one way we do it. It's not just a live Facebook. It's on Podbean. It's on YouTube. It's on dailymotivationalcall.com. So what you want to do is kind of giving you the summary points of today's lesson is you want to look at any of these principles, activate these principles with a question. So if you come down here to Habit Force, this is all about your habits. Our life goes on autopilot. Much of our life is on autopilot. What you eat, for the most part, is on autopilot. How you keep your hairstyle is on autopilot. You don't change your hairstyle every week. It stays the same for months, if not years, if not decades, because you have a habit of how you style your hair. You have a habit of the type of clothing that you wear. We have positive habits, negative habits, and neutral habits. So maybe you want to work on habits. So you go to this module and you listen to it multiple times. All right. Another one, if you're self-discipline. Some of you might say, you know what, I really need to strengthen my self-discipline. You go to module number 9 on Podbean, iTunes, YouTube, however you want to consume the content, and you study this, right? So you're here on the daily motivational call. Right now on this call, you're listening or you're watching. You're not really studying, right? This call is not designed in the live call to be studied. You go back on your own time and you study this, and this will make you better. So what I want you to do, I want you to plant your flag with me in 2022. I want you to run with me all year long, and you can run with me for free on the morning call. You can do one of my paid coaching programs. We have 3 different levels: silver, gold, and platinum. So whether you're going to run with me for free or you're going to do one of the paid programs, you're going to do a combination of both. Give me a year, give me 2022, and give me a solid year and really study and learn from what it is that I have to teach you. And a year from now, you won't even recognize yourself. So a couple of final thoughts. Thursday is goal setting day. And I'll just pull this up online here. So there's 3 classes coming up, and these are all free classes. So if you go to ericlofholmcalendar.com, and then we've got goal setting day is December 30th. We got sales transformation this Saturday and Sunday. It's 2-day sales course that I'm teaching. And then a week from this weekend, January 8th and 9th is the close. That's a 2-day sales seminar as well. So goal setting day, sales transformation, the close, those are all free. Tomorrow, we're going to go probably for an hour on the morning call. If you need to leave early, no problem. And the last known living protege of Napoleon Hill is going to be our special guest, and I'm going to be interviewing him. I got to go hop my next call. That's going to wrap our call. You guys have a great rest of your day. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.